If your parents' divorce has left you feeling like your world is split in two, you are not alone. It's one of the most confusing things a person can go through. It doesn't just change your family structure. It leaves a deep mark on your emotions, your thoughts, and your sense of security. You might find yourself torn between jealousy, guilt, fear of loss, and this constant pressure to please everyone, often at the expense of your own well-being. Today, we're going to talk calmly and honestly about how to navigate these feelings, how to maintain a healthy relationship with both of your parents without losing your own emotional balance, and how to stop carrying burdens that were never yours to begin with. If this is something you're going through, I hope you find understanding and genuine support right here. So, how do you actually cope with it? Family is supposed to represent safety and stability, so when that changes, it's completely normal to feel sadness, anger, fear, or even guilt. The first and most important step is to acknowledge your feelings and not deny them. Pretending to be strong or ignoring the pain only increases the pressure on you. For example, you might feel a pang of sadness when you see your friends with their families all together. That feeling is natural. It doesn't mean you're weak or selfish. It means you're human and you're hurting. Next, and this is crucial, you must remember that the divorce is not your fault. So many of us fall into the trap of blaming ourselves, wondering, if I had been a better kid, would this have happened? Let me be clear. No, if your parents had long-standing issues related to their life together or their compatibility, that's about them as a couple. It is not the result of something you did or didn't do. One of the most emotionally exhausting parts of this is feeling like you re-caught in the middle. It can feel like you're being forced to choose a side, which is an impossible position to be in. If one parent starts speaking negatively about the other in front of you, it's okay to protect yourself. You can calmly and respectfully say something like, "I love you both, and I don't want to be a part of the conflict between you." Setting this boundary is about protecting your peace, not about rejecting either parent. Now, all these feelings, the sadness, the anger, the confusion, they have to go somewhere. Suppressing them is like shaking a soda can. Eventually, it's going to explode as tension, anxiety, or withdrawal. You need to find healthy ways to express yourself. This could mean talking to someone you trust, like a good friend, a relative, or a school counselor. It can mean writing your feelings down in a journal, just getting it all out on paper without judgment. Or maybe you can channel that energy into exercise, art, or music. The method doesn't matter as much as the act of releasing the pressure. When your world feels like it's falling apart, routine can be your anchor. Divorce can make everything feel chaotic and out of control. Sticking to a daily structure, your schoolwork, your job, your hobbies, helps restore a sense of stability. It's a powerful reminder that while some things have changed, your life is still moving forward, and you are still in control of it. After a divorce, your relationship with each parent will naturally shift and change. This is normal. You might feel closer to one parent for a period of time, maybe because you live with them or they need more support. This doesn't mean you're being disloyal to the other parent. Allow these relationships to evolve without layering guilt on top of an already difficult situation. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's just the reality of a new family dynamic. And finally, please know that it's okay to ask for help if it all feels overwhelming. If you're dealing with persistent sadness, severe anxiety, you can't sleep, you can't concentrate, or you feel angry all the time, speaking with a mental health professional is a brave and powerful step. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Let's dig a little deeper into two of the trickiest emotions: jealousy and guilt. These feelings are often irrational, but they feel very, very real. Let's start with jealousy. It might pop up when you see one of your parents happy in their new life, maybe with a new partner. Or you might feel it when you compare your life to friends from intact families. For example, you might feel a knot in your stomach when your dad talks about his new stepkids. This isn't because you dislike him. It's because you're scared of losing your place in his life. The key is to reframe this. Jealousy isn't selfishness. It's an expression of your very human need for security and attention. Instead of telling yourself, "I'm a bad person for feeling this way," try saying, "I'm feeling jealous because I'm afraid of being left behind, and that's a valid fear." Then there's guilt. Guilt can show up if you feel like you've taken one parent's side, or if you feel happy with one parent while knowing the other is lonely. You might feel guilty for simply putting your own needs first. For example, you have a great time out with your friends, but then you feel a wave of guilt because you know one of your parents is home alone and sad. You have to remember, guilt is not the same as responsibility. You are not responsible for your parents' happiness. Instead of thinking, I have to be sad because they're sad, try thinking, I am allowed to live my life and feel joy even if they are hurting. Your happiness is not a betrayal. So, what can you do, practically, when these feelings hit? I want to share a few simple psychological exercises you can do on your own. First is an exercise called emotional labeling. When you feel that wave of distress, just pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it jealousy, sadness, fear, guilt? Then name it clearly in your mind. I am feeling guilty right now. Just labeling the emotion has been shown to reduce its intensity. It helps you observe the feeling instead of being consumed by it. Next, try the unsent letter exercise. This is for releasing emotions without needing a confrontation. Grab a pen and paper and write a letter to one of your parents. Say everything you wish you could say, but feel you can't. Pour out all the anger, fear, and sadness. Don't censor yourself. The most important part, you do not send this letter. The goal is release, not conflict. It's for you. Another powerful exercise is what I call the what's mine versus what's not mine list. This is all about setting emotional boundaries. On a piece of paper, create 2 columns. In the what's mine column, write down things you are actually responsible for. My feelings, my choices, my life. In the what's not mine column, list things that don't belong to you. My parents' happiness, their marital decisions, their emotional pain. Seeing it written down makes it clear. You can feel empathy for their pain, but you don't have to carry it as your own. And here's one more. The permission to be happy exercise. So many of us get caught in a loop where feeling happy feels like a betrayal. I want you to actively break that link. Write it down and say it out loud every day. I give myself permission to be happy without guilt. Then ask yourself, what would I do today if I didn't feel guilty? And then go do that thing. Go out with your friends. Enjoy your hobby. Your joy doesn't diminish your love for your parents. In fact, most parents would want their children to be happy, not to suffer alongside them. Your parents' divorce is a painful chapter, but it is not the end of your story. You are not the cause, and you are not responsible for fixing it. Your main job right now is to protect your own mental well-being and continue building a life that feels good to you. It's okay to feel sad sometimes and happy at other times, without guilt. If this journey feels difficult, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. And if the burden ever feels too heavy, seeking support is the bravest thing you can do. Before we finish, I want to remind you that you are not alone in this. If you've been through something similar or have feelings you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. Your words could be a lifeline for someone else reading them. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more content just like this. Thank you so much for watching and for your trust.